Yeah. Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or the hackers, the Hacksat community members. My name is Saad Ahmad Saad. I'm the founder and CEO of Hacksat Tech Company. So today in this video, I want to talk about how you can read to skill up and also how you can just read and pass. So there are two different things. So reading, firstly, you have to understand that if you are reading to understand. And secondly, you are reading to have knowledge because knowledge is power and great powers are hidden inside a book. So many people used to give an example like, okay, if you want to hide something for an African man, put it inside a book. Because the world shows that we don't read, we are not interested in research, which is totally wrong. We are not all equal. So here is the thing is, if you want to read and pass, definitely you are going to fail because you can't remember, you can't practice what you have learned. So, what are the best way that you can read and also you can pass, understand, have the knowledge, and also apply it as a skill? This is a secret that I want to share with you. So, first, this is a book called Tech Starters. I publish this book, I write this book. So, say Tech Starter is a book for all people that want to start a career in technology and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Right? So, firstly, let's take an example now. You want to start a career in technology. Then, the first thing you need to search is books for break into tech or tech starters book. I'm not saying you must read my book, but I'm just trying to make point with it. So, first thing you need to do after you read about the book, and I have this quote: "Good ideas are always crazy until it works out. Then they are not crazy." By Elon Musk. So, first you have to put it in your mind that you are going to read this book to learn, to gain every skills, everything that you read here that requires practicals, that requires memory, you will put it into practice. You will memorize it, you will apply it. So after you read this book, each chapter you read, you need to practice it. You need to do your own personal research. So here is my secret first. If I want to become HR, human resource, what I used to do, I'll search for books on human resource, beginner guides. And it's not just a book. That book, I will make sure that it has activities, it has assignments, and also the book must be something written from experience, like a book talking to me, like somebody is telling me, like somebody is lecturing me or somebody is training me, just like telling me, okay, you imagine you are a CEO and you hired a new human resources manager. So first thing, what is the work of a project manager and who is a project manager and what they can do to help your organization and company move forward. We all know HR job is to manage the employees of the company. So Then the book will start giving you like story and asking you question that requires you to think outside the box or think like the box is not existing. Like the way my mentor, Mr. Japheth, is founder and CEO of Hebron One Academy, used to tell me. He said, think like the box is not existing. Because even thinking that the box is existing is also a problem. Yeah. So that's number one. Make sure the book is talking to you and is like it has activities, it has assignments, and it has thesis. So number two, you need to be disciplined, self-discipline. This is the most difficult part. You have to discipline yourself, like, okay, this is the book, I'm reading it, and I must practice. Like someone is watching me, someone is following up with me. Like whenever I read this book, I must teach that person that knows about the book, and submit my assignment. So you have to be disciplined to do all this. You have to be very, very disciplined. Number three, targets. Put a target for yourself. Let's take an example. You want to read TechStarter, and TechStarter have about 13 chapters. Okay, you want to finish reading TechStarter book in 1 month. And in that 1 month, you'll be practicing what you have learned from the book. Then immediately 1 month is complete and you are done with the book, then you write a review summary experience. Then use the knowledge you gain from the book and try to teach 1 or 2 people. You can teach them for free and you can also charge them. So this is how you keep scaling up yourself without buying a course, because most of the courses is being created from the knowledge people read from the book. They are from the book. They turn it into a course. So these are the disciplines that you need, and this is how you can hack your career, your learning career, to improve your skills. So I'm very good at so many skills because I discipline myself. I don't read anyhow books, both personal development books, skill up development books, all I used to discipline myself. And people will be like, where did you know all these things? I know it from a book and I practice. I can remember there is a time that someone introduced me to a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, around 2022 ending. So even the audio version, but when I read that book, the person that tell me about the book is not financially stable, is struggling financially. But me, the first time I read that book, I was like, what? How I wish I read this book since when I was in secondary school, high school. Because any chapter I read, I used to practice. And I find it working because the book helps me a lot in having financial literacy, and it helps me in owning a lot of assets. So this is the end of this video. If you enjoy it, please drop at the comments and like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our community and follow us on all our social media handles. So I wish you all the best. If you have question, you can drop your question in the comments and we'll follow up and answer your question. Hope you learned something new. Bye bye.